or the way I would describe this bottle, I mean, some people would say postmodern, some people would say it's architecture. For me, it's corners versus round, soft versus hard. It's like a little bit like how Oribe was dressed, right? Oribe, the hairdresser, I had the pleasure to work with him a couple of times, and I knew him quite well. And he would come with like a white pristine shirt, but then a black denim pant. He was crazy tattooed, you know, but then had pristine proper hair. So it was always, and this contrast, this is what we're basing our design. Detailed but simple. And I think that's what this bottle is for me.
It's always a pleasure to collaborate with Alex and the team from Bureau Design. They challenge us, they push us, we find new ways of innovating to really bring the best of design and packaging and quality in all the products that we create. Oribe's approach to packaging design is really an art form. We consider ourselves makers, and packaging plays an important role in 4 different ways. The first is it has to honor the design vision. Second, it has to protect the products. Third, it has to be extremely functional, and last, it has to be kind to the environment. So when considering the design approach for the fragrance packaging, we reminded ourselves of the permanence of the bottle, the ideal that this package has to represent the style, the je ne sais quoi of the fragrance in a everlasting, tangible way, why the scent is this intangible experience.
When we started creating this bottle, which was great for us, was the briefing that we knew right away that the bottle had to house 3 different scents. To think also conceptually, how can we do this? How can we make one bottle which actually fits to all 3 scents, but then also have something which makes it then individually standing out for each scent? And we then realized that the best way to solve that, we actually create 3 different caps which then speak to the scent or represent the scent. And that brought us to this idea of creating almost a onyx-like stone. Onyx is one of the oldest stones which was used in Roman and Greek times to carve things out of it. And it has a very interesting phenomenon that it actually exists in a huge variety of colors.
So bringing Bureau's design for the bottle to life really started with the glassmaker. They're located in Normandy, France, in a very special region called the Bresle River Valley, which has been making glass for 7 centuries. This particular glassmaker has been making glass for 167 years and fragrance bottles since 1892. What's interesting for me about their glass is the brightness and the color that they're able to execute, and that has a lot to do with the quality of the sand in that region, but also with their techniques that they employ within their atelier. It is the brightest, most clear glass that can be used for fragrance. The fragrance caps made out of resin are incredibly special. It was a long journey to identify the supplier. They're based in an area that borders Switzerland and France called the Jura. And this region specializes in lathe work. This is the expertise. The cap manufacturer, just like the glass maker, operates an atelier with a few employees, and they employ industrial equipment, but old world techniques. Each cap is unique in cut and color, so no 2 caps will look alike. When applying the decoration to the Oribe bottle, we are very conscious to minimally decorate it, as it's a very responsible aspect for the environment. Using minimal decoration will aid in recycling, as well as it releases less emissions into the air. At Oribe, we value craftsmanship and heritage and excellence in terms of execution. It was truly a journey of collaboration and partnership to bring this artistic design vision to life with some of the best partners in the world.
Well, I would hope, and I would like them, because that's also how we came up and created this whole idea about these different places, you know, Desertland, Valley of Flowers, and Côte d'Azur. All those 3 things are places, and I would hope that Oribe and the bottle combined and the scent transform you into a place you have never been. And I hope it's timeless as well.